So my niece has had this toy horse ever since she was little, and just yesterday she broke the head off. She couldn't figure out whether I should fix it for her or leave the head off. So I did both. Pulled out some old Legos, and there you have it.
Daddy will protect me.
Let's make this build a bear opossum awesome. Part 2. Keep in mind, bad might not repair and replace your plush if you remove these tags. Today, I'll show how to remove the tush tag. Use fine point scissors or a seam ripper. Create tension and get ready to snip the exposed threads on the side of the tag that look like this. Take care to not stab through the fabric as you remove the stitches. Sorry the camera is so low. I'll fix that in future videos. Once there's a small hole open, it will be easier to pop the rest of the threads. Get that tag out of here. Now remove those thick threads. Gently tug or snip them out. Get a needle and thread. Ladder stitch the hole shut. Gently pull the thread and close the hole up. Tie a knot and you're set to go. Look at that bum. It's nearly perfect. Stay tuned for part 3.
Hey, what's going on, Toycanic fans? Today I was going to try to run through a quick tutorial on TikTok with this Age of Apocalypse Rogue. I've actually already drilled a hole here using a 0.9 millimeter drill bit. I can show you what I was doing, basically because I have to make it a little bigger anyways. So you want to go right through the center. And if you go in too far, like if you drill just a little too far, like all the way through, what you want to do is move the peg so it's not lined up with the hole you just made. And we'll just kind of make her awkwardly sit like this. So the reason you do that is because whenever we insert the screw in here to reattach the peg, you don't want that screw to go all the way through and hit that center piece, that pin. Because if it hits that pin, then you're not going to be able to move this. It's going to rip, break, and you're going to be right back to where you started, maybe even in worse shape. So I'm going to use these awesome little pliers here. They've got like a divot right here. These are really good for holding round objects if you want to drill through like a ball joint or whatnot. Now this is the actual peg. This is the actual peg that came off of the ankle. And I think I can use this. I think I can use this to reattach. We might have to reshape it up. But it seems like it's a little chewed up, but it's not in horrible shape. So what I want to do, if it'll cooperate, is basically get it tucked in here where I can drill through the center. There we go. Look at that. It's not real pretty, but this is the bottom that broke off of the peg. So we're going to go ahead and drill through this as well. I'm on a Dremel stylus. I got this on a low speed currently. And like I said, a 0.9 millimeter drill bit. We're going to go through the center. All right. Now that we've done that, this peg, or this this screw is a little bit bigger than 1 millimeter, I believe. It might be right at 1 millimeter. I usually like to make the holes a little smaller than the screw so we can make sure that it's going to have a tight, snug fit. This is a harder plastic, so we're going to see how well this will fit in there if we can get it to screw in. And if not, what we'll do is we'll actually drill a bigger hole in there if we need to. And I don't think we're going to need to. Let's go ahead and get a better grip on it. And stay tuned for part 2.
Hi guys, so if you don't know, this poppet is actually a bit broken from over there. It has a small hole in it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're going to fix it, or at least attempt to try to fix it. So we're just going to need a couple of some supplies. First thing you're going to need is a tie-dye printout, and that's what I wrote, tie-dye pattern pink, purple, blue pick, and anyone is fine. And we're just going to cut it out. Okay, so I actually limited it down to 3 options, and we're going to choose which one is best. I definitely know which one I'm going to eliminate. It's probably going to be this one because it's a bit too dark, and I just don't think it would work. So it's okay if not all your options are going to work. It's okay. Some things don't work. I have these 2 now, and I'm going to cut out a small piece of, to the length of that, or width of it, like a perfect circle, so that it will fit the hole completely, and I'm going to decide which one looks best. Here's a small tip. If you can see that this is actually more of a purple and blue area, so try to cut on a paper that's more of a blue and purple, so that it will blend in a bit better, okay? So let's do that. It's not going to look like this, but I was able to pick out some good parts in both of the pictures that I thought looked a bit that had a bit more purple and blue to them. So let's cut both of them and see. I decided to go with this piece, and it looks like it's a bit visible, but honestly, it's actually blended in quite well, and I'm very happy with this, honestly. So the next thing you're going to need to do is use some glue. You'll need super glue, and make sure to please use parental supervision for this, or parental approval, because super glue can actually super glue your fingers. It did for me, but thankfully I reacted fast and was able to get my fingers apart, but it's really strong. Also use tweezers so you can pick up the very tiny piece. Guys, I finished. It looks so good. I love the way it looks. It's not perfect or anything, but you know what? I made it. I fixed it and did it. So that's what makes it 10 times more special. And I just think it looks so cute. And I am so happy with the way it turned out. And guys, this took me an hour to do. So I'm pretty proud of the way that it came out. I hope you guys thought it turned out well. And you can use nail polish, paint, anything that works for you guys. But make sure to try this out and duet me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
This cute little bear was sent to me by Anna. He was in need of a restoration, he was dirty, matted, and had floppy neck syndrome. To get him started, I unstuffed him and got him into his first bath. His first bath was a dirty one. I absolutely love it when the water looks like this. It took several baths and rinses to get him clean. Once he was clean and dry, I started brushing him out. His fur really brushed out nicely, and he turned out so cute and chubby and fluffy. Then I got his heart ready with his stitches, brush fur, old stuffing, and all his memories inside. No memories left behind. I put his heart inside and added the last bit of stuffing and sewed him up. He got a brand new bow, a final brushing, and is home with his owner, Anna. She loves his restoration, and I think he looks like a Teddy Graham.
Meet Horsey. Horsey's person, Alexa, has loved her since she was 2 years old. She was a gift from her mother and has been her comfort companion for about 22 years. Horsey is made out of velour, which is a velvet-like fabric that is stretchier than velveteen, but just as soft. She's threadbare in patches after years of cuddling, so I'm gonna do my best to restore her velvety texture and prevent further loss of her yum-yum softness. Her restoration will be unique in that she will be getting some spa services I don't do often. But like all of my stuffies, she'll start with an unstuffing and a nice long soak. You can feel the love in her as her stuffing comes out in condensed clumps. I always keep a heart full of the original stuffing to preserve those magical memories during the restoration process. Next up, we'll see her cleaned up.